Hello and welcome to day 3 of our January challenge 2024, working on this beautiful piece Midnight Lullaby by Ayla Lynn Jones. So we're moving now on to line 4, okay? Tomorrow will be a rest day and we'll pull all these 4 lines together. But for today we've got 4 new bars to learn, which is completing our phrase. So it's a really nice place to get to before we then pull it all together. First thing to notice, our left hand is based very much on what our line 2 was. So we start with the B shape, walking under. Then we have the A, E stretched to the C, placing down to the A. And whereas in line 2, we had the G, G, D, we're just going to do G to G. Even easier. And then we're moving to a C octave and no note in the middle, just C to C, and lots of space and room. Okay, so that's nice and straightforward for us. So let's have a look at what our top hand is up to, what the melody is doing. We start without any lead-in note, straight at the beginning of the bar with an F going to a D. We had an F going to a D in yesterday's learning as well. So we have our F, so that is 3-1 for the size of that shape. That 3 and 1 comes from if I were to put all my fingers on in an arpeggio shape. So take that D, put the octave at the bottom and turn it into an arpeggio, D, F, A, D. Then my finger 3 would be on that F. It's that comfortable shape. So get rid of my 4 because that's not involved. Get rid of my 2, that's not involved. There's my 3 and my 1. Get a nice little curve on that 3 and a nice low finger compared to my thumb. And as I've mentioned before, the other fingers aren't engaged up here. They're not pulling out in any funny way. They're just nicely loose and relaxed down. And my thumb is kind of vertically in a line with the string that it's on, allowing a lot of the hand to head towards that 3rd finger so that I can neatly pluck that in and it's not too great an effort to pull it from that string into my hand. So we have the F to the D. Then I'm going to place B going to E. Pattern wise, it's 1 below the red to 1 below the black. It's always handy to be able to quickly spot those as well, especially if you're a visual learner. We have the B, and then we're going to place a triad on. So we've already got the thumb down to the red, finger 2, so we're missing a string, miss another string, and 3rd finger goes on to the A. But we're going to do that move, so we were on the B, we play the B, and then we just open up. Okay? Da, dee, da, dum. And notice as I play that triad and I'm moving down, I'm allowing my hand to move. I'm not keeping it rigidly here, which makes my 3rd finger likely to catch other strings like it just did there, because I'm trying to pull it in a straight line into my palm, but my palm's all the way over here. If I play that E and travel with it, I've taken my palm to the string. Okay, moving on, and also helpfully, because I've moved my hand, it's very easy for me to go to the next notes, which are G, F and D. So I'm going to open up. Oh, excuse me, I don't know what that noise was. G, F and D. Thumb on the G, finger 2 on the F, finger 3 on the D. We play our G, we play the F, and I'm going to move my finger 2 comfortably into the E. I'm going to play the D. I've left my hand closed up for now, and that's me completing it, and I can reopen. Okay, so I'll just try those 4 notes again without the shocking big noise. Opening up G, F and D, I'm going to open up carefully like this. I play the G, play the F, and now I'm going to be heading back up. So now I can add the E. I play my finger 3 and play my 2. Okay, so if we just put all of that together in the right hand, I'm just going to give my arm a bit of a shake out. Come back on nice and relaxed, let my shoulders drop down. So I've got the F to the D and it's a lovely high D. Okay, we're going to try and carry on in time. After that, I'm going to move to the B and the E. After I played that B, it'll be a triad shape. As I play that, I'll move down and then G, F going to a D, and eventually landing on my E. That's what I'm doing. So F to the D, here's our count, just the right hand. 1, 2, 3, and place, and ready, and move, and then you can open your hand. Well done. Okay, now when we pull that together, there is a little issue that comes up that we'll address together now. So let's find that beginning, and then this is one of those ones where I'll talk us through, so it's not going to be in time. So we'll have the F to the D in the top and a B shape in our left, B, F, B. Okay, and we play together starting at the beginning of the bar, and left hand's crossing under. Right, just give yourself a moment for a sec. Top hand getting onto the B up to the E, left hand opening up to A, E and C. I'm going to play this B and move to the triad, okay? So I'll give you a 2 and 3, 2 and 3. Good, we're going to move on with the top hand, G, F and D, left hand moving to the open octave G, and left hand getting ready on C. Okay, now at that speed with that break there wasn't an issue, but if I now pull that together, and I'll just play it for you for a moment, it goes. Now I don't know if the microphone picked up on it or not for you, but I've just played a C with my left hand, and then my right hand is coming in to place G, F and D, and the back of my nail caught the vibration of the C. So the way around that, there isn't really a trick other than to be mindful of it, to know that that could happen, because it does happen when I play it. And just be thoughtful about how I place. So pay a little bit more attention than I sometimes do into getting that third finger neatly on without it engaging with the string next to it that's still vibrating. Okay, so now we'll play it one last time in some time together, and then you can join me on the play along to try it at our different speeds. Okay, so F, D and a B shape in the left. Okay, 1 and 2 and 3 and. Top hand ready, left ready. Top hand on carefully. Well done. The other place I'm finding I've got a risk of buzzing is actually in that top hand as well, in that second bar. B, E. When I'm getting onto the C. So again, being mindful of it. There's a couple of choices there, because the melody's carrying on and because they're not quite as long, the strings aren't quite as long as they are here. I could intentionally make my finger hit the B and do it really firmly, the back of my finger, to intentionally cut it dead, and then I'm controlling it. Or more nicely, much like I was doing in later on, and just be that little bit more mindful about how I'm placing at that moment, so that I'm making sure that no backs of my fingers are engaging with the strings next to them. Okay, join me on the play along video. We'll work on this line, different speeds, and then tomorrow is our rest day, and in that rest day there will just be the one video, but it pulls together everything we've done so far, again at different speeds, to give you that play along, making sure that we are blending all of our learning together so that it becomes a beautiful performance piece. Okay, well done.